with Unitarian Universalists is a spirit of love.
And that's another piece of cultural humility in Unitarian Universalism. Because if we're going to be in cross-cultural conversations and we're going to stand on the side of love and we're going to say that we move with the spirit of love, we're also going to have to be accepting of a range of theological differences. And so Danny's Christianity is a universalism Christianity. There's a theological understanding of being open and loving and welcoming to us, to Unitarian Universalists, to being in connection and in relationship with them. And one of the things that happened at Unity was that we had some folks in our congregation who were very resistant to the partnership with Above Every Name because they were a Christian church. And there was a lot of fear around whether that would somehow take power away from Unitarian Universalism. And so part of what we had to do was recognize that culture is larger than something that is about email or even about gender, that it includes faith traditions. And when we're talking about Christianity and one that's life-affirming and life-sustaining, which the Above Every Name Christianity is, because it's not homogenous, right? There are different kinds of faith within a billion-person faith tradition. It's not homogenous, and so when we're interacting with this life-affirming and life-sustaining church, we have to recognize and be respectful of theological difference in a way that doesn't feel condescending or demeaning. And so that was one of the pieces that we had to do within Unitarian Universalism because of, one of the things that Danny said happened is there is a pain. There's pain, there's woundedness on all sides of the equation. And it's complex when it intersects with gender and with race and with class and with faith traditions. And all of that stuff is at the table. So we're not just talking about emails, we're also talking about music. We're also talking about how long the service runs. I was telling one Unitarian Universalist that, Unitarian Universalists like the service to run 1 hour. And she was like, no, we don't. Sometimes we go an hour 5. So it's about time, it's about space, it's about power. But at the bottom of it, and this is what our church is committed to, it is about love. And listening to one another, and honoring and respecting one another across theological differences, across racial differences, across gender differences and differences of sexuality, and differences of understanding the world. But if I can look at Danny and know that he loves me, and know that I love him, I can hear him say something that I might not want to hear, and still stay at the table. So I hope that we can learn as a congregation to do this work in relationship. Because loving relationships are the way that we learn in real ways as human beings. Blessed be and amen.